time deal. That's come to $5 beef patties and cheddar bacon cheeseburger. It's available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh.
Hello, everybody. This is Drew Mahan. I'd like to welcome you to Martin's Peterbilt's Around the Bases. This is sponsored by American Cable and also Zach Davidson, our Allstate agent here in Corbin. You may be wondering why you're seeing Drew Mahan, and I've never hosted before. I'll let you know that I'm filling in today for a couple of really good friends of mine who take care of a lot of things over here at the 13th Region Media Network, and I am very honored to be here, and I'm excited to get to cover just what's been going on in the 13th Region, baseball and softball, and a few other things that we're going to talk about today. First of all, happy Mother's Day to anybody who'll be watching. And if you've not told your mom happy Mother's Day, right now is a good reminder to go do that. Also, I do want to mention, before we get much further, many of you know, and you've probably heard this last couple of times you've watched one of our shows, Ronnie Smith, who is one of our mainstays here at 13th Region Media Network, who hosts virtually every show, especially this time of year. His beloved wife, Leanna, passed away a few weeks ago very suddenly. And so Ronnie has understandably taken a step back, some time to heal and relax a little bit, and be able to take off of some of his regular duties. And so because of that, I'm able to kind of come in and be this week's host and to cover a few things. So wanted to say that our prayers are still with Ronnie. Please remember them. And especially on today, many of you know Mother's Day sometimes is kind of a tough season. It could be because of, it might be your first one without your mom. It might be the first one without a spouse, things like that. Maybe relationships with mom may not have been the best. For whatever reason, sometimes it's tough. So just keep those folks in your prayers, especially Ronnie, as I said a moment ago. Just to let you know who's coming up today, we've got some awesome guests. We're going to have Adam Hill. Adam Hill is of the Eli Hill Foundation. You'll learn a little bit more about him here in a little bit. We've got Cooper Parman and Cameron Smith, both from North Laurel's baseball team. We've got Kenzie Williams coming up in a little bit from South Laurel's softball team. And then we'll wrap things up with Danny Foley and also Morgan Hicks. They are members of Corbin's softball team. It's an exciting time right now in baseball and softball season. We are just 1 week away from starting our district tournament here, the various districts throughout the 13th region. Also, that's going on around the state as well. So very important last final stretch as teams are starting to gear up for tournament time. Postseason play is getting ready to start. And really that's what we play for, right? We play for the postseason. Regular season's fun, our tournaments, our events, being able to kind of maybe hone our skills a little bit, come together as a team, but it all counts for what's coming up here. Actually, a week from tomorrow, we start district play. So that's kind of a rundown. I'm glad that you're here. Again, my name is Drew Mahan. Thanks for spending some time with us here on Martin's Peterbilt's Around the Bases. Again, our sponsors today, American Cable and also Allstate agent Zach Davidson. We're going to take just a break, watch a couple of our commercials hear from our sponsors, and we'll pick back up here in a minute, starting with Adam Hill from the Eli Hill Foundation.
When it comes to protecting what you love, you want an insurance agent that cares more about you, more about your world, and more about what you need. And that's exactly what you'll get from Corbin insurance agent Zach Davidson. He's my insurance agent, and he's an agent that doesn't just know about Corbin, but he lives here, and he wants to protect life here. Contact Zach today. It's located on Cumberland Falls Highway in Corbin, Kentucky. You're in good hands with Allstate. Gondolier's Italian Restaurant and Pizza had been around since 2009. They're locally owned and operated and enjoy sharing their made-from-scratch Italian favorites, such as oven-fresh pizza and the sweetest desserts in the London and surrounding community. They use fresh ingredients and offer something for everyone's taste. Pizza, pasta, burgers, wings, sandwiches, and lots more. And don't forget those made-from-scratch cakes. Whether you're a beloved customer or for the first time, we'd love to welcome you to Gondolier's Italian Restaurant, off exit 41 in London.
We blaze trails where others won't, refusing to settle for the status quo. We hunger for something more, and we'll stop at nothing to achieve it. Riding across great plains, over mountain passes, and through the heart of America to see more, feel more, be more. This is our American dream. Ride with us.
Okay, welcome back, folks, and we are now joined by our good friend Adam Hill. Adam, how you doing today?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. It's such an honor to have you. We've got a few things to talk about, but first of all, I just want to give you just a quick introduction. Just knowing that you, of course, you're your own person. You're Adam Hill, but you're known by something even more special here in our community, especially over the last couple of years, surrounding something that's been very difficult for you to go through. However, it's pretty special being known as Eli's dad. So I know that today we're going to be talking a lot about the foundation, but anyways, welcome. So I'm telling you, it's just great to have you here on Around the Bases, and I hope you're ready to talk a little bit about the foundation today.
I am, and I appreciate you all having us and giving us the opportunity. 13th Region Media Network has been so good to us from the for always, even before the accident, was always good to me and my family, and just some really good people there, and I really appreciate them. And yes, the being known as Eli's dad is my favorite name.
I would say so. Absolutely. For those that are watching, which there will be plenty watching live, but also will be coming back in the coming days. For those that may not know you or even a little bit about Eli, could you tell us kind of what brought us to this point and even then the founding of the foundation?
They may not know me, but I think most people now know Eli and know who he is. March the 20th, 2023, we had an accident at our home, and basketball goal malfunctioned and fell on Eli accident, and that's a tough topic, but that's it, and of course we ever since then have missed him, but our main goal is we want to let people know about him, continue to know about him. And that's why we started the foundation. And that's through the foundation, we've also had a lot of help, like with the tournament and things like that. The community's been so good doing things to help us keep his memory of kindness alive.
Well, one thing that we see, especially it's all over social media all the time. We see our hashtags about play for Eli, live like Eli. I did not have the privilege of meeting Eli. Our children are a little bit different ages. I know you have Allie, who's close to my older son's age, but we've got a little bit of a distance there, and so I didn't get the opportunity to meet Eli. However, I feel like I know him because of the work that the foundation has done, and also just hearing the stories that are shared online, and just seeing the community come together. Just to support you all, but also just to spread kindness and just the basically the quality and the character of being a good teammate. Just the things that Eli stood for, even though he didn't really even know that he stood for this, right? Like it was just shining through him naturally. Maybe for a little bit older, we think about a platform or we think about things that we're supposed to share. Eli just did this naturally. He was a young man who loved God, and this just shined through him. So in the work of the foundation, what do you guys want folks to know about Eli and about how he lived his life and about what he would even share to others and what he would have them to do as teammates or just as people?
Well, Eli had a very special way to he made everyone feel seen. He was kind, funny, inclusive. He made friends everywhere he went. He'd give away his popcorn if you didn't have any, and he'd cheer for both teams. And he just had just the kindest heart. And I think the lesson we can all take from Eli is to live life full of joy and generosity. He shared everything he ever had. Keep showing up even when it's hard, with a smile, kindness, love. And that's what Eli did, and that's what we try to do in his name.
Well, I'll tell you, just from seeing the work and seeing the publicity that the foundation gets, and it's always shared with love and kindness. That's one thing that I know when I see it on Facebook, it's hard for folks to share those without a smile on their face, without love in their heart, because that's just who Eli was. And that's who you all are. I mean, listen, you did something right as parents too. And we know those gifts came from God, but listen, you and Ashley are two very special people. Allie is a special sister. Asa is a special brother. You guys just have a wonderful family. And one of the cool things that you all have done every year, now this is the second year in a row for the Eli Hill Foundation baseball tournament down at Corbin High School. Tell us a little bit about that, even just who the teams were this year, just kind of how those things come together and what the goal was of the tournament too.
Well, it was the second annual. They had it last year. Eli Hill Invitational. That was not our idea. All the credit, 100% of the credit of that goes to Corbin High School baseball and Corbin High School in general, who have just treated us with so much kindness, and they've just been so good to us, and always remembering Eli and including him, the players. I mean, everyone involved. I mean, it's just a long list, and we are just very honored that they've chosen to do that. But it had 4 great teams: South Warren, Madison Central, Hazard, and of course Corbin. All very strong teams, and we are appreciative of them to come out and make that a long trip for all of them, and play with good sportsmanship and honor Eli the best way that we know how to, and that's being out on the field, surrounded by the community.
Well, it's great. We've seen the pictures. Folks that are listening or going to come back and listen to this can go back and look at the foundation has a Facebook page. You guys have posted a lot of pictures. I know you and Ashley also are you're very visible online too, especially on Facebook. So I encourage folks to go back and look at some of the pictures from the tournaments. One of the things that you all do during this tournament, but then also for some of the sports teams for their entire season, is you pick out some people to give awards to. So in the baseball tournament, it was players of the game. Now I know that was for young men that performed well on the field. So as you give these awards out, what do you want those players to know when they leave the field after they've gone out there and they've competed, they've done the best they can, and then they're chosen as the player of the game? What do you want them to feel when they're coming away from the ball game?
I think we've had a couple people say that award, and we're talking about really good players. And we've had a couple people tell us that award means more to them than any award they've ever had. And we're talking about people that get a lot of awards because they know what Eli stands for, and they know that the character that it is involved in order to get that award. It's not just about who's the best player. And that's, when we go to each of these teams and give the Teammate of the Year award, we don't ask who the best player is. Typically, it needs to be a pretty good player. It just so happens to coincide, but it's not always the best, but it doesn't have to be. But it's someone who exemplifies the best teammate, and that's the person that shows up every single day, even when they don't want to, and when it's difficult, and do the right thing when not everybody's watching.
That's incredible. That's the definition of integrity, right? Those that are doing the right thing even when nobody's watching. I really appreciate that. We could talk all day, especially about just the work that you all do and just the awareness that you want to bring to those qualities that Eli just was able to live out. And so we just love the message of being a good teammate, being kind, being generous, and really showing the love of God, because that's what Eli was doing, and that's something that we really appreciate. What's coming up here for the foundation? Do you guys have any events coming up? Anything that we need to be looking for? And also maybe I don't know if you have any stats yet, if you guys keep this, but I know you guys have given away a lot of money. Here's the cool thing: when foundations raise money, you're not sure kind of sometimes where it goes or whatever. You guys are taking money from your events. You're putting it right back into the community by blessing a lot of these students that are on their way to college or that are doing something where they might need some financial help. Do you have any stats as far as how much money you guys have even been able to kind of gather and just funnel out into the community?
We have, the foundation's message is very, very simple. It's not a complex thing. It's just to spread kindness, and most of it is to spread kindness among student athletes. But we also do some other things in the community that are not necessarily seen, but we show up in a lot of different ways. But since we started, it's been over 100,000 that we have raised and redistributed.
And how much time?
Probably 18 months.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It's over 100,000. We've given, I think she has 17 scholarships to give out next week. Additional scholarships. We've got several. So it's going to grow. It's going to go up. It's been really, really successful, and the community has really rallied behind it, and they also want to share Eli. It's not just us that want to share Eli, and we're very, very proud of that there's a whole community that's very, very proud of him.
Anything coming up that we can get involved with or be looking out for?
Well, we just of course wrapped up the baseball tournament there, so we don't have any huge events planned yet. There is a fishing tournament that's always held, but in the fall of the year at Holly Bay, and that's that'll be the third time that's held. But we get a lot of just donations from community members, and we have found a lot of success recently with the Facebook birthday foundation fundraising. And so anytime anybody has a birthday, you can choose to make it a foundation. Well, a lot of people choose national foundations, and that's fine too. But if you search Eli Hill Foundation there, it will show up, and that they do give the donations to us. So we're very appreciative of that. We've had a lot of people do that, and that's a really good fundraiser for us.
Well, listen, man, that's incredible. Folks that are watching, look up the Eli Hill Foundation on Facebook. That's a great way to be able to donate just by using every one of us get a few hundred people looking at our page on our birthday. How
That's
cool
right.
is it
That's
for
right.
even a portion of those to go in and throw.
Very easy too. Very easy.
Super easy. And the cool thing is you're getting ready to give out 17 scholarships. The work and the funneling of the incredible gifts is just ongoing. Thank you for what you guys mean to the community. Thank you for sharing Eli with us, especially those of us that didn't get the privilege to know him. And the cool thing is that his legacy is going to outlive us, all of us. And so I'm really glad we were able to bring you on and highlight that. And God bless you guys. Good luck to you. And anything else you want to say before you get off here today?
No, I don't think so. I just want to once again thank Corbin Baseball, Corbin High School, the players, the coaches. I mean, all of them just go above and beyond. Outstanding job. Thanks to the 13th Region Media Network that continues to help us and share and do everything we can to keep his name out there. And I'm really, really proud of him, and I'm really, really proud of the community.
Awesome. Adam, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. But listen, keep up the good work. God bless you guys.
God bless you. Thanks for having us.
Okay, guys, that was Adam Hill, who is over the they founded the Eli Hill Foundation. Amazing to hear stories about his son. And so many of you that are watching, you've been a part of trying to get the word out. Maybe you went to the tournament this past weekend. A lot of great things going on there. Hey, listen, we've got some folks coming up here, getting ready to have Cooper Parman and Cameron Smith from North Laurel, two incredible players. Looking forward to hearing from them in just a moment. We're going to get a couple more of our sponsors in here. Going to thank some folks. And once we come back, we will bring on Cam and Cooper.
Quality, creativity, and customer service. That's what sets Curb Kings apart. Located in London, Kentucky, but serving all the 13th region and southeastern Kentucky, we are your go-to when looking for top-notch quality. If you want your landscaping to truly stand out, our custom curbing is what you need. With many different designs, styles, and colors, true curb appeal can now be obtained at an affordable price, yet long-lasting solution. With over 25 years experience, let Josh Maxey and his crew help you through your next outdoor project while making it one of the most enjoyable upgrades yet. Our customer service and reliability will always be second to none, as we will constantly go the extra mile for your satisfaction. Call us today for a consultation and free estimate. Today is the day to take your outside entertainment area to the next level. Call Josh Maxey at 606-224-0715 or Cam Maxey at 606-231-2810. We also want to wish all student athletes of the 13th region a very successful and healthy season.
Are you ready to turn your real estate dreams into a reality? If so, contact Sean Disney with USA Realty. With 27 years of banking experience in commercial and real estate lending and 3 years experience as a top multi-million-dollar producing agent. He's honest, professional, and committed to your success. Call Sean today at 606-620-8350. He's ready and waiting to help make your real estate dreams come true.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Martin's Peterbilt Around the Bases. We're sponsored by American Cable and also Allstate agent Zach Davidson. My name is Drew Mahan. I'm here with you this week, this good Sunday night. Again, happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. We are getting ready to bring on a couple of really exciting players from North Laurel, the North Laurel Jaguars. We're going to have Cooper and Cameron come on, and I hope these guys are ready. I see them on here right now. Let's go ahead and see if we can bring them on. Guys, let me try to unmute. Okay, are you there?
Yep. Yeah.
Gentlemen, good to see you all. Nice to meet you, fellas.
Nice to meet you.
Doing okay this Sunday night?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Good. How are
Good.
you?
Good. I'm doing good. Listen, because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. First of all, it's an honor to be able to speak to both of you for a couple of different reasons. One, I'm a baseball guy. I grew up playing baseball, and I've been right where you are, getting ready for the 50th district tournament. Kind of cruising in here the last week of the regular season. Got a lot to kind of look back on to see where it's brought you both to where you are right now, and kind of how your team has come together, and then to kind of look ahead to what's coming up. But I want to talk about a couple of personal things. First of all, let's start with Cooper. Cooper, is it true that you're only in 8th grade?
Yes, sir. It is.
Awesome. Well, you look a little older, but I'm telling you, guys are maturing quicker. My youngest son looks like he's about 25. He's only 16 too. But anyways, listen, man. So I've looked back over some of your stats, and I've also heard about you too, man. One of the top pitchers on the team as an 8th grader, getting a lot of time on the mound. Also one of the top hitters. How does it feel to be on a team of all these guys that are older, but then also knowing that you're such an important part of the program? How's that feel?
I mean, it feels good. Everybody around me helps contribute to that. I mean, Cam right here is our catcher, and that helps me keep my composure on the mound a lot. If everybody's struggling, he comes out and gives us good talks and brings the team back together. And then on the hitting side of things, I think the coaches help a lot with that. Just help keep you calm during your at-bats.
Awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to get to Cam here in a moment. Pretty special. Me, I was a catcher growing up, so I know the relationship between catcher and pitcher. It's a very special. It's a lot of things it's one of those things that a lot of people outside of the sport of baseball or softball don't really understand. We'll get to that here in just a minute. But tell me, man, as an 8th grader, so what are your do you have good relationships with your fellow like middle school players, the guys that are out there kind of grinding out at the middle school level? When's the last time you actually kind of were on a team with those guys? Did you play with them last year?
I didn't get to play with him last year in 7th grade. In 6th grade, I played with him, and then I played travel ball with him in the summer.
So you've already spent some time now with the high school. Seeing some of your leaders like Cam, how are you going to bring some of these guys up, these middle schoolers that are already going to look to you as a leader? What do you look forward to kind of imparting on them, kind of the same way that some of your older guys have done for you this year?
I just think that it'd be more important to get them in there and make them feel like they're a part of the team, because that's how it was bringing up in the 7th grade last year. All the kids that were older than me, the 2 seniors, Jay Douglas and Andrew, they kind of helped bring it under your wing, and everybody around them still brought me under their wings like Cam, and they just help keep your composure, because it's tough mentally to go down there and play all the kids that are a lot older than you and physically more advanced. And it's tough sometimes.
Well, I tell you, anybody that's watching that's gotten a chance to play up, it can kind of be a little bit nerve-wracking because you're playing against, folks that are, like you said, 2-3 years older, not just by age, but man, there's a big difference. How old are you right now, buddy?
14.
So there's a big difference between somebody's 14 and you're playing against some 19-year-olds. Some folks that, kind of the way their seasons have worked out in their careers, I mean, 19. That's a pretty big gap. So you're actually, don't get me wrong, you're a young man. I can see that, and I know that from your maturity on the field and even now off the field. But man, you're playing against some grown men, and they're throwing some pitches in there to you, man. And look, I want to bring Cam into this too, buddy, because I was looking back over. So you guys have had a lot of great games this season, but what happened at Leslie County when both of you went yard? Now, am I right about that? Both of you hit home runs against Leslie County, right?
Yeah.
What was that? How do you all bat in the lineup? Who's close? Your top lineup, middle lineup? What's y'all's positions?
I bat 3 and then he bats 4. So it wasn't back to back, but mine was at the very beginning of the game, and then Cooper's was towards the end. So, but I think having both of us towards the kind of upper middle of the lineup, it kind of gives some pop. Helps out with a couple guys. We got leadoff and 2-hole that have good speed, so they get on. I can hit them around, and then Cooper, if I don't do it, Cooper comes up behind me and does it for me. So
that's good. You guys have courtesy runners when you get on base?
I do. I'm not very fast. So
Coop, you don't have a courtesy runner. You run for yourself?
No, he has to catch. They get him out of there.
Yeah, man. I always kind of argue with my coach because a lot of times they'd let me run. I was fairly fast, but But we had some guys, their specialty was running bases. So I always hated it when they put in a courtesy runner for me because I like to get dirty, sliding head first. Hey, tell me this, Cam. So you got a young guy out there on the mound. Now you catch your other guys, all your upperclassmen or whatever. What's different about catching a guy who's maybe your age or older, right? A guy maybe it's been out on the mound a little bit more. What's different about playing with them and then having to deal with Coop and trying to keep him under control out there on the mound?
Well, the older guys, where they have more like experience, they know what it means in certain situations. Not that Cooper doesn't, but the older guys, I can say less words and it makes more sense. With Cooper, I like to go out there and talk to him, have a conversation, kind of get his mind off things because he overthinks it a little bit. Because we've got a few really young guys that come out and they pitch for us, so it really helps being able to go between the two, the older guys and the younger guys, just to kind of have a little different. So I know who to talk to, when to talk to, and how to do it.
Yeah, that means a lot to me too because I had different pitchers. I had the privilege of catching my older brother who was 2 years older than me. I grew up catching him out in the front yard, right? So I could kind of tell when he needed – now, he didn't like for me to tell him what to do or to try to calm him down. I just knew when he needed a break, right? Step aside, step off, let him catch his breath. And then I had one of my best friends, a guy named Brian, who I knew when I needed to run out and talk to him, and I had a little bit more leadership with him, and I could kind of put my arm around him and calm him down. So hearing you talk about how it's a little bit different with an upperclassman and then maybe a Coop, because listen, Cooper's got a long career ahead of him, right? I mean, he's just getting started. And so next year is going to be even more pivotal, man, with you as a senior, him as a freshman. And the way that you guys are already being able to work together is a pretty special thing. Let me ask you this. Do you get to call your own pitches or does it depend who's pitching or whatever? How much room do you have to do that, Cam?
Well, we have the electronic pitch comm thing, so my coach tells me what to call, but a lot of our pitchers have the freedom. They can shake if they need to, if they don't have the confidence in that pitch. So if they shake, then I go based off of what I think, and then they go based off of what they think, so they can shake me more than once or whatever. But then we still tell it to our coaches so they know what we threw and what happened. So it helps with the coaches and me because we know you can't throw this guy a fastball on the inner half or something. And so it helps being able – our coaches do really good writing it down, knowing what happened on every pitch, and then our pitchers do really good with knowing what they can do with each pitch.
That's good. It's great for the pitchers to know their own stuff. I would make a case it's even more important for the catcher to know the pitcher's stuff because you're right there with the batter. You know the umpire. You've been talking to him. You know if you've got this much outside the plate, if you don't have any outside the plate. My advice is always take care of your umpire. Go a long way. Take care of your umpire. All right, guys, listen. Here's what's happened those last few days. We're getting ready to wind up here. So Leslie County, Rockcastle County, Southwestern, then Pulaski County, right? You guys, first of all, you're coming into this next week winning 4 in a row. You guys are on a pretty hot streak here. What's been coming together and what's looking good right now heading down towards the district tournament? Either one of them.
We've had a lot of well-pitched games. Cooper threw a great game on Tuesday. And then our bats are starting to come alive more. We're figuring out how to hit different pitching because a lot of our lineup gets pitched around because we've got like our leadoff and our 2-hole. They both had really high batting averages last year. And then we've got a couple guys towards the bottom of the lineup that are swinging it really well. So teams are picking up on that, pitching around. But Cooper can fill in on some of the things I left out.
Like he said, I think that the bats have really heated up this week. And then on the other side of the thing, I think the pitching has been even better. Braden Evans threw a really good game yesterday. Tanner Hopkins also threw a great one. And we haven't had many walks off the mound this week. Less balls have been put out in the gaps, and we've had more balls in the infield for our fielders to work for us. And not many errors have been made this week, so it's been a lot better than the weeks before.
Well, you guys are hitting your stride at the right time. Things are starting to come together. I do want to say a quick word about the tournament that you guys just got done playing at home, or the what happened? No, I'm sorry. The girls played in the tournament, but they had a big weekend there with the whole John Hooker Memorial Invitational Tournament that was kind of on campus there. John Hooker was a huge part of your all's program. Do your coaches ever talk about John Hooker, and do you guys know the stories about John at all?
They talk a little bit. We have his nephew is actually on the team with us. He plays center field for us in a lot of games, and so it's kind of special just knowing like how good of a pitcher he was and getting to carry along what he started at North because he was on one of the first teams there. So it's nice knowing that we've got a good foundation to build off of.
Yeah, I can speak from personal experience. He was an incredible guy. John was a friend of mine. I got a chance to play with him and against him. And this is not about my old days, but I will tell you this. I caught the most incredible at-bat ever when John Hooker was on the mound one time when we were playing in the summers. I'll leave it at that. That's a story for me to tell when it's my time. Guys, listen, good luck going into the district. It's been a pleasure getting to know both of you. I think you guys are ready to go. You both have great careers ahead of you. Cam, you're not finished, man. But right now, this season's not finished. Listen, Coop, You're getting ready to go into an important time, man. I'm not trying to put pressure on you, but you do know it's important. Guys, get your mind right, eat the right stuff, get some sleep, and just kind of carry you guys' team and be team leaders. We're real proud of you. You guys are making some noise in the 13th region, and hey, let's just carry it on and show the rest of the state what some folks in the 13th region can do. All right, guys?
Thank you.
Sir, thank you for having us.
Good luck, guys. We're going to carry on here and go, folks. We're going to say bye to these fellas right now. Guys, have a great rest of the season, okay?
Thank you.
All right, guys. So we're going to take another break here for a moment as we get geared up for our baseball awards for this week. Those of you that watch every week, you know that we give out some awards, kind of show some players to watch. We're going to be getting to that here in just a moment, man. That's incredible. See pitcher and catcher together. Just a junior showing some leadership with a young man who is an 8th grader and such a contributor already. So I just think that's special. Those of you that are in the game of baseball and softball, which you're interested, obviously, you would be watching tonight, there's a very special relationship between pitchers and catchers. And I just love the fact those guys came on here. They were able to talk a little bit about that. You really get to know each other and kind of know their strengths and weaknesses. They're doing a great job. Guys, thank you all very much. Good luck to North Laurel, but also to the rest of everybody else going into their district tournaments. We're going to take a quick break here from a few more of our sponsors. Then we're going to get to our baseball awards of the week. Again, you're watching Martin's Peterbilt's Around the Bases. Our sponsors, American Cable, Allstate agent Zach Davidson, and here are some more of our sponsors.
This is Donovan Storm here, the manager at the Kentucky Farm Bureau office, the South Laurel agency here on West Cumberland Parkway in Corbin. My office offers a full line of insurance products to protect your family and your business needs. We offer home, auto, life, health, workers' compensation, and business insurance. I have a friendly staff that's ready to assist you. Give us a call at 528-2030. Again, my staff is located at 1456 West Cumberland Parkway, Corbin, Kentucky. Give us a call today for a free quote. Thank you.
No doubt in the world we live in today, security is a number one priority. Let me tell you about the good folks at L4 Security Group. They offer surveillance, hiring solutions, risk management, guards, mobile patrol, and much more. Buddy Blair and John Blanton and their staff have over 60 years experience in the industry, and they're currently protecting over 12 states. Thank you, L4 Security Group, for being proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network. Let me introduce you to the good folks at American Cable. They are your premier dish network provider here for Southeast Kentucky. They have packages right now starting as low as $91.99 a month, and you get Netflix free for 2 years. Call the good folks at American Cable, 606-712-4203. Proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network.
Hey guys, welcome back to the 13th Region Media Network. We're having a great time. The show is just moving right along. We're going to go ahead and have some recognition of some of our baseball awards for this week. Those of you that have been watching know that we name a few things like the pitcher of the week, which this week, let's go ahead and take a look. Christian Wilson. Listen, congratulations to Christian. Whitley County High School named our pitcher of the week. Baseball slugger of the week. Now, this is a guy who's been successful at the bat. Ethan Jackson, Clay County High School, slugger of the week. Congratulations on that award. Now, here's some important things to kind of look out for. This is our watch list, okay? This is our watch list for the week. Now, these folks are kind of up and coming. Going to, we're looking for great things out of the, let's see, the Player of the Year watch list. Looks like we've got a little Clay County Tiger there. So let's see here. If I can get that a little bit bigger. That's what I'm trying to do here, folks, because there we go. A little bit bigger in front of me. I'm going to go run down through here. Player of the Year watch list. We've got E.J. Allen from Whitley County. Will Alsop, South Laurel. Cooper Brock of Bell County. Noah Sama of Corbin. Ashton Clemens of Jackson County. Cade Elam of Corbin. Lucas Elam of Jackson County. Cooper Elza, North Laurel. Caden Farmer, Jackson County. Eli Fryer of Harlan. Waylon Hensley, South Laurel. Luke Hillard of Barberville. Ethan Jackson, Clay County. Looks like Talon Markham, Clay County. Hayden Melton, Knox Central. Cooper Parman, we just spoke to a moment ago, North Laurel. Vince Sizemore, great catcher there from South Laurel. Michael Sparks, Jackson County. Cam Smith, who we just spoke to, incredible catcher there from North Laurel, and a fine young man. Baylor Varner of Harlan. Jackson Walters of Bell County. Christian Wilson of Whitley County. All right, guys. That's our players to watch. Okay. Now let's look at the baseball team of the week. I congratulate Clay County. They've had a lot of success getting ready to move into their district tournament. They've got a lot of steam right now, and we're just looking for some great things. It is such an exciting time right now getting ready for the district tournament. So listen, all of our baseball players, our baseball teams, our parents, our coaches that are watching, listen, you're gearing up, getting ready to go. The best of luck to everybody. We're looking forward to reporting on some great baseball that's going to be played. And, hey, good luck to everybody going into their district tournaments. And then we'll see what kind of comes together for our 13th region. It's just such an exciting time. So we're ready to go. Now, getting ready to bring on someone incredibly special, a young lady from South Laurel. Her name is Kenzie Williams. I'm excited to bring her on. I've had the opportunity to watch Kenzie pitch a lot this year. Let's go ahead and bring her on. Kenzie, tell me when you can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, Kenzie. It's Drew. It's
Hey.
nice to see you. You doing okay today?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you. Thank you. So, Kenzie, all right, folks that are watching have heard about you. I heard about you before I ever met you, before I even knew I was going to be doing anything with public announcing or anything like that. And I, just had heard even just a couple years ago, hey, there's a pitcher at South Laurel that you got to watch out for. I was actually told earlier this season, before the season, said, hey, there's a girl that's going to set strikeout records. Single season records, career records in the state of Kentucky. And so I was pretty excited. Well, folks that are watching may not know that I get a chance to do some public announcing there at your all softball field for your home games. And man, did I get introduced to you out on the mound. I'm telling you, I get a good view too. A lot of folks don't know, but I sit right behind home plate. I see what your pitches do. It's pretty nasty, I'm telling you. So folks that are watching, if you've heard anything about Kenzie, listen, I know she's probably like, oh, quit talking about me so much, all that. But I'm telling you, she's the real deal. She's got some incredible stuff. So much fun to watch. Kenzie, thank you for joining us. And I just got to say, how you feeling about this season right now? I mean, you've had a great season. You're getting ready to go into the district tournament. Tell me, first of all, how you feel about your own game right now, and then talk a little bit about your team and how you're looking heading into the district tournament.
I'm feeling good, like really good about our season so far this year. I feel like I've reached a lot of my goals, and my team's helping me out a lot, making plays in the field and scoring runs for me even whenever I don't hit good that game. They're always behind me and there for me whenever I need them.
Well, you do have a lot of great teammates. I'm enjoying getting to watch them, getting to see everybody up close. And you guys have a really good team. I'm telling you, it's so cool to see the teams in the 13th region. I get a chance to see Corbin, North Laurel, South Laurel, Whitley County. I've gotten to see some of them up close, but especially you all. And I think you said it just right. You have an incredible group of young ladies around you, too, that are scoring the runs. It's as a pitcher, let me ask you this. when you're up in the circle, excuse if I say on the mound, I apologize. When you're in the circle, and your mind is focused on pitching, do you ever lose focus of hitting? How tough is it to, because you're also an incredible hitter and you're a very important hitter for your team too in that three spot. You're welcome. And you're an incredible hitter and very important in that three spot. Talk to me about how, you're focusing on pitching, which is like your number one priority when you're out there in the circle. Do you ever lose focus at bat? Are you ever thinking about what you're going to do when you get back in the circle? Or can you talk to us about maybe your mindset when you go from in the field, now up to bat, then out in the field? How do you handle that?
Yeah, sometimes I come in the dugout like after a bad inning and I'm just still thinking about it. But once I get on the on deck circle, I just have to realize that it's time to hit and I have to clear my head so I can get a good hit for my team.
Well, it's a lot of fun to be able to witness that and to see the cast of ladies around. We just got done talking to Cam and Cooper, both from North Laurel, and just talking about that relationship between pitcher and catcher. I know Emmy Rice, who is an incredible player on your all's team. You guys, you do great pitching and catching. Talk about that relationship with you and Emmy, and just kind of, you all have worked together for quite a long time. It seems, if you haven't, it looks like it. How do you guys kind of see maybe your friendship, either as teammates? Can she come out and kind of calm you down every once in a while? How does it feel to have her behind the plate?
Yeah, it feels good to have Emmy behind the plate because I know I can trust her and everything. She's caught me since 6th grade, and we've always thrown together at practice and at games, and even at practice she catches me. So, and sometimes she comes to pitching lessons with me, so we have a pretty good bond between pitcher and catcher. And like after like somebody hits a home run or something, she comes out there and we just shake it because there's nothing you can do after that. We just have to focus on the next outs. So yeah, that really helps because we calm each other down.
Well, it's funny you said that after somebody hits home run, a lot of times you don't hear pitchers say, well, when somebody hits home run. But here's the thing that I've learned about softball. Of course, I grew up a baseball player. Home runs happen. But let me tell you one of the reasons I may be wrong about this. This is an outsider's perspective. But you throw the ball so dang hard that sometimes girls get lucky. Now, I'm not taking anything away from anybody. There are some incredible hitters that I've seen that you all have faced this year. Really good hitters that it doesn't matter who's pitching, whether it's Kinsey Williams or anybody else. They're really hard to get out. But I've also seen some folks that you're just blowing it by people and they guess correctly, or they get lucky and they hit it right on the nose and it goes out of the park, right? It's incredible to hear a pitcher say, yeah, well, when it happens, because it seems like it does happen a little bit more often in softball. But I've seen that a couple of times, but you bounce right back. Like you just now said, you can't go back and do anything about it. You got to put it behind you, regroup, and kind of start over. Let me ask you this. What do you feel like, number one, is your best pitch in your arsenal? And what is your favorite one to throw? Are they the same or are they different?
My best pitch is probably a drop curve or a curve, and those are probably my favorites to throw because like whenever I get in a good count, I can put it a little bit on the plate or a little off the plate, depends on the count. And I just place them the best because I've thrown them the longest, and I really like them, and they can cause in-cap ground balls so my teammates can make a play, or sometimes even a strikeout.
Nice. Yeah, that's good. And they are incredible to watch, too. I'm telling you, it's amazing to see the ball move in such a short distance from the circle to the plate. So what you guys can do with the softball just blows me away. So I see your dad out on the field a lot. Your dad helps coach. He's an incredible man, Coach Glenn. The neat thing that I've seen, though, is as you all have traveled, because I've seen you on the road some, too, but also as other teams come to South, I see you talking to a lot of the ladies on the other team, and I see your dad talking to the coaches or going up and giving a little side hug to a couple of the players on the other team. Now, that comes from travel ball. Am I correct?
Yes.
How does it feel to be competing against these same young ladies that maybe here in about a month or so you're going to be out on the road with? How's that feel?
It feels pretty hard during the during school ball season because I'm friends with them during the summer and I'm friends with them during school ball, but whenever I play against them, it's like we're competing against each other. So it's really hard because I want what's best for them, but I also want what's best for me and my team. So during the game, I have to focus on my team and stuff, and then after the game, I can go up and talk to them and tell them good game, however it goes.
Very well said. I was in that same scenario. I played with and against a lot of the guys in high school, and then even later on in college, some of the same guys from our area. I played with them and then against them. It is a neat kind of thing to be able to, because I mean, look, you're on the road with these young ladies. I stayed in hotel rooms and going to other cities and eating nasty food late at night and all that. I mean, there's just things that you do to bond with each other. And man, you go right back to school. It's time to, I mean, you want to kick their butt. You want what's best for them, but you don't want any better than what you want for your own teammates. So that's a neat perspective. Thank you for letting us know that. Okay, so here's what we've got heading into the district tournament, which is going to be at South. Are you happy about hosting the district tournament?
Yeah, I like playing home games and everything, and we get to practice on our home field, so I'm used to it and like it. Know my way around. It's really fun.
You guys are on the road this week. So talk about this week. Do you know who you got coming up?
Yeah.
Talk to us about that a little bit. Give us a look at this next week.
We've got some good teams coming up because we've got Somerset coming up, and we scrimmaged them earlier in the season, like our second scrimmage, I think, and they did a great job against us. And then we've got Clay County, Southwestern, which we've already played. Like, we've already played both of them. They're both good teams. Then we have Madison Southern, which I don't think we've played yet this year, but we've played them in the past, and they're all really good teams. So just hope that we can put everything together and play our best against them.
Well, listen, from everybody here at the 13th Region Media Network, we want to say good luck to you, to the rest of the team. It's been a pleasure having you on. It's incredible to watch you play. You're going to do some great things. Oh, I didn't even remind everybody, you're just a sophomore. You are a young lady and a team leader, and you've got an incredible career ahead of you. We're looking forward to seeing how it takes off, to see all the things you're going to accomplish, but that's in the future. You need to focus in on this week, right? You got tomorrow, then you got the next day. But we do know that the district is coming up. It's great that you get a chance to do that at home. So we wish you good luck. Do whatever it takes to zero in on your opponents this week and get ready for the tournament, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Yep, see you later. Guys, a very impressive young lady, Kenzie Williams, a sophomore from South Laurel. Very good, incredible player. Speaking of incredible players, we're going to go to a couple of other young ladies here coming up. Some very special young ladies here from Corbin High School, some seniors, a pair of seniors that are team leaders. They're incredible players region-wide, all throughout 13th Region. They have seen some personal success. They've seen team success. They're gearing up also for the district tournament. We're going to talk to them here in just a moment. Going to catch back up here on a couple of our couple words from our sponsors here, and as we gear up to welcome Morgan Hicks and also Danny Foley here in just a moment.
When it comes to protecting what you love, you want an insurance agent that cares more about you, more about your world, and more about what you need. And that's exactly what you'll get from Corbin insurance agent Zach Davidson. He's my insurance agent, and he's an agent that doesn't just know about Corbin, but he lives here, and he wants to protect life here. Contact Zach today. He's located on Cumberland Falls Highway in Corbin, Kentucky. You're in good hands with Allstate. Gondolier's Italian Restaurant and Pizza had been around since 2009. They're locally owned and operated and enjoy sharing their made-from-scratch Italian favorites, such as oven-fresh pizza and the sweetest desserts in the London and surrounding community. They use fresh ingredients and offer something for everyone's taste. Pizza, pasta, burgers, wings, sandwiches, and lots more. And don't forget those made-from-scratch cakes. Whether you're a beloved customer or for the first time, we'd love to welcome you to Gondolier's Italian Restaurant, off exit 41 in London.
We blaze trails where others won't, refusing to settle for the status quo. We hunger for something more, and we'll stop at nothing to achieve it. Riding across great plains, over mountain passes, and through the heart of America to see more, feel more, be more. This is our American dream. Ride with us.
Quality, creativity, and customer service. That's what sets Curb Kings apart. Located in London, Kentucky, but serving all the 13th region and southeastern Kentucky, we are your go-to when looking for top-notch quality. If you want your landscaping to truly stand out, our custom curbing is what you need. With many different designs, styles, and colors, true curb appeal can now be obtained at an affordable price, yet long-lasting solution. With over 25 years experience, let Josh Maxey and his crew help you through your next outdoor project while making it one of the most enjoyable upgrades yet. Our customer service and reliability will always be second to none, as we will constantly go the extra mile for your satisfaction. Call us today for a consultation and free estimate. Today is the day to take your outside entertainment area to the next level. Call Josh Maxey at 606-224-0715 or Cam Maxey at 606-231-2810. We also want to wish all student athletes of the 13th region a very successful and healthy season.
Are you ready to turn your real estate dreams into a reality? If so, contact Sean Disney with USA Realty. With 27 years of banking experience in commercial and real estate lending and 3 years experience as a top multi-million-dollar producing agent. He's honest, professional, and committed to your success. Call Sean today at 606-620-8350. He's ready and waiting to help make your real estate dreams come true.
Okay, guys, we are back. Welcome back to Martin's Peterbilt Around the Bases with our sponsors, American Cable, and also Allstate agent Zach Davidson. Getting ready to go to a couple very, very talented young ladies here locally in Corbin. We're going to bring on Morgan Hicks and Danny Foley. Give me just a second, see if I can get the ladies on here, see how I can do this format. Let me go ahead and invite. Here, let me see if I can do this a little bit better. There we go, all three of us. Hi, ladies. Let me go ahead and unmute Morgan. Let's see here. I think we're good. Danny, can you say hello?
Oh.
Morgan?
Hello.
Hey, guys. Hey, it's good to see you all. I've gotten an opportunity to watch you girls play a couple of games here recently. I'm excited to have both of you. We got some senior leadership on the screen now. We've talked to an eighth grader. We've talked to a sophomore with Kenzie. We've talked to a junior with Cam. But now we're bringing on some senior leadership. Listen. You guys are, I'm telling you, this is the last week in the regular season as seniors. Danny, first of all, let's talk to you. How does that feel? I don't want to just bring us down, but I mean, come on. This is it. You got 1 week of regular season. What's going through your mind right now?
It's a little sentimental, but I'm just trying to make the most of what we have left and spend it with my best friends.
You know, when you've grown up on a team, it's like I was talking with Kenzie a moment ago, talking about like travel ball. You eat the same places. You go over to the same houses. You got the same, coaches growing up, and you're with people for 4 or 5, years of your life, more so than the rest of your family. So it becomes like a family. So I'm glad you said you're spending the time with your best friends. Morgan, what about you? I mean, look, this is the last week of your regular season. How's it feel?
It's crazy. You spend your whole life playing softball and it's about to be over. I'm just trying to soak up every minute I can with my friends.
Well, you guys are incredible teammates. I'm going to go back and forth between the two of you. First of all, Danny, how's the knee? I know that you came into the game the other day against North Laurel. It was super impressive because I knew you were dealing with some soreness even going into the game. And you pitched an incredible game. You took one. I guess it was off the knee that you took a line drive. Was it
my shin?
Am I sorry? Your shin?
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
That's worse than taking it off the knee.
Yeah.
And I knew it was bad because you tried to go back out. You tried to continue on. For Danny Foley to step off of the field means that something is wrong, especially in a situation like that, playing against a rival, in the 13th region, going up against North Laurel. How are you doing right now? Give us an update.
Well, I've been dealing with some tendonitis in my knee that started preseason. So I've just been pain managing throughout the season and trying to push through the best I can. But other than that, I'm all good.
Good, good. Like I said, I know that when you stepped out, I knew it had to be pretty tough. But then I saw you. Of course, I didn't talk to you afterwards. I was doing my thing. I had to go back and forth or whatever. But I saw you talking to some folks. Seemed like you were doing okay. I knew you were bummed to step out. I've dealt with that, having to leave a game. You don't want to. You're a competitor, and you're a very good one at that. Morgan, so talk to me about your journey over this senior season. How do you feel like you've developed as a player, and where do you see yourself right now as far as in that development? Do you feel like you're the strongest you've ever been right now, or what kinds of things do you want to kind of focus on this week heading into the district tournament?
Well, at the end of my junior season, I knew I wanted to step up and be a leader for my team. And I know that all my other seniors that we have, that we are a good group and that we're going to help our younger girls advance to the best of their abilities. And I just feel like we're pretty strong right now as a group and as a team all together.
So you guys have Bell County, Pineville, Jackson County, Tates Creek, Rockcastle, Whitley, now heading towards the district, right? But you've got a busy week. I don't know. I've not looked to see what the weather's like or whatever, but you guys have a busy week heading into district. So what are you guys looking to do this week? I mean, I know everybody wants to go undefeated, right? And everybody, when you start at the beginning of the season, your goal is to win a state championship. The thing is, everybody's got that same goal, right? And only one team gets to see it out, right? Now, when you start postseason play, what happened yesterday, you can't do anything about it. Talk about, Danny, being a senior leader, trying to lead your young ladies and just starting fresh. What happened yesterday? Hey, we've had some good games, had some tough games, but here we are. The season starts now. How do you what do you see your role in talking to the other ladies about getting them ready to start postseason play?
Yeah, a lot of these girls don't have the experience as like us seniors do going into postseason like that. Like, they could still think that the games from the previous week have mattered, but it starts over. You're 0-0 in postseason, so all that matters is you win and you move on.
Morgan, what do you have to say about that?
I mean, same thing. It all winds down to what you do in postseason. Yeah, those games matter and they're important, but it's when the time starts ticking down is when it really matters.
So your all's coach, which says hello on Facebook right there, Coach Stidham. She's incredible. I love her energy. I love her relationship with you all. So, Danny, you've been with Coach for a while. Of course, you've known her for several years, even just as a parent or as a friend. What does Coach Stidham mean to you as the senior leader?
Oh, well, off the field, she's basically my mom. I've known her since I was like 9 years old, so there's that aspect in it. But on the field, she really just pushes us to be the best that we can, and she gives us our all, so we give her our all back.
That's very good. It's, being on teams growing up, when you know that your leaders are giving you everything that they've got, like you said, it makes you want to do the same. You want to almost outdo them in honor towards them because of what they're doing for you. It's funny because a lot of people outside of the world of athletics, they don't know that coaches spend as much or more time with players than you do your own family. Now, it's a little bit different for Danny because Coach Greg is one of the coaches, and he's been a coach of yours for years and years since you were in diapers. Probably had a softball in your hand. So I'm going to take a step aside from Danny talking about her dad, and let's ask Morgan talking about Coach Greg. So what does he mean to the program? How does he, does he ever get mad at you? Like, I don't see him really get all that fired up, but he's intense. Like, I don't see him going crazy, but I know the man. I know how much he's a competitor. He was I don't mean to age Coach Greg, but he was my coach when I was like 12 and 13. So let's just say, for coach's sake, I'm in my mid-20s. Y'all can do the math, right? So tell me, Morgan, what's it do to you? I mean, you're on first base, you look over and you've just gotten a single, you rope one off the wall, whatever, and the coach is there. What's that relationship like?
Well, Coach Greg's he's always been there for me. He's like my second dad. He's the one that got me into the game, honestly. He's been my coach since I was 9. We were playing on Corbin Angels, so he's really special to me. It's gonna be hard leaving them. That's all I gotta say. Don't make me start tearing up.
It's okay. Hey, it's okay to cry here. Listen, people that don't understand sports, so like if folks are kind of outside of the sports world, I think a lot of times folks can look from the outside in and think that they're just silly games, right? And I can kind of get that if they don't really know what it means to be on a team, right? But when you're in there, and this is life right now. You know, I can tell you from a player's perspective and experience, you're not always gonna have softball. There's going to be a day that somebody used to tell me when I was growing up, Drew, there comes a time in every ball player's life it's time to hang up the cleats. That's going to happen. Now, enough of that. You guys are getting ready to graduate. You're getting ready to end your Corbin High School softball career. Any closing thoughts? I mean, just looking back over your career, tell me one thing about what's been your favorite time up until now. Danny, best memory looking back over your career as a Corbin High School softball player up to this point. What's been your best memory?
I think mine was finishing the second half of the South game last year in the district championship and beating them.
That's a big that is an accomplishment there. That's awesome. That's a good favorite memory. What about you, Morgan?
Mine definitely would have to be when we beat Clay County when a lot. Hey, Ronnie.
Listen, guys, I'm not supposed
hold
to be
on.
on here.
I didn't know if anybody could even hear him. I saw him pop on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We can give some applause. Welcome, Ronnie Smith on the.
Oh man!
Go ahead,
Hey, one thing I'll brag on these girls. I was watching, and we had the clicker for my church on the bottom, so I got on there to change the banner. So sorry about that. To show sponsors.
I did that on purpose. We used some sponsorship too, there, brother.
But let me tell you about these girls. I had a chance to coach them in 7th, 8th grade. We got messed up with COVID the 1 year, but the 2 years that I coached these kids, 27-1.
Oh man.
27-1 in middle school for 7th, 8th grade. And looking forward to being down with them tomorrow night to honor them as seniors. I love you girls, and I did not mean to jump on here like this. It's a total accident, but I'm glad it worked out. You guys know how much I love you.
I love you.
We love you.
All right. I'm getting out. I'll see y'all.
Wait, before you go, Ronnie, before you go.
Yeah.
All right. So for the audience that's watching, tell us just one thing from that team. Your best memory from having those girls together, maybe not even softball related. What sticks out to you? Something that the folks might not know at home.
Well, obviously COVID. I don't know, and you guys might agree. I feel like the only game they ever lost was their last game of 8th grade in 7th, 8th grade. But I felt like that 7th grade team, I don't know why, but I felt more confident about it than I did the 8th grade team about winning the whole thing. And just, the hurt of getting cut short like that, you remember what it was like. But, man, the memories we had on the buses and the dugout and all that stuff. And they're just a close group. They like to goof off at times, but when it's business, it's business. And, obviously having Greg, I had Greg right with me there in middle school, and while he and Crystal, Coach Stedham, mean to the program, it's amazing. And it's just something that it's a culture. It's a culture thing. They just wanted to win. I never worried about them not giving me 110%. I never had to have that kind of talk, did we, girls, about you're not trying hard enough. It was just a matter of boom. And the only game they lost was 2-1 to Chris Edwards.
2-1.
And that group to North Laurel. So they're one run away from being 7th, 8th grade undefeated both years.
So, girls, sounds like if y'all get the chance to see North Laurel again, you owe Coach Edwards a little bit. Hey, listen, Ronnie.
No comment, huh?
That's right. Hey, Ronnie, thanks for coming on. Oh, we got a couple folks watching too. Bobby Messer says hello, and also Coach Stidham's talking about you girls. She loves you all very much, and I know that she's heard from you guys today that you love her too. Thank you, everybody. Ronnie, we love you, buddy.
All right, you too, guys.
Yep.
We'll see. I'm jumping. We'll see.
All right. Ladies, wasn't it special that Ronnie jumped on?
Yeah.
He's a great guy. We love him so much. And we love you all. Hey, good luck. You guys have a great rest of the regular season. soak in the moments. Know that it's you guys are staring at the at a transition time. But I'm excited for you. I hope you guys do really well in the district. I'll be there to watch you. So hopefully things go well for you. Good luck, and hope you guys have had a good time coming on, speaking to everybody tonight. You're going to have a lot of people. If they're not watching right now, they're going to come back and watch at another time. So anything before we close? You guys got any closing comments? You ready to go?
I think we're good.
I hope you had a good time. It's been good to get to talk to you guys and get to know you a little bit better. Good luck. Go Hounds. And we'll catch you guys at another time.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Okay, folks, we're getting ready to wrap up. We're going to hear from a couple more of our sponsors. Then we're going to give out a few softball awards, okay? So I'm getting ready to hear from, like I said, a few more of our sponsors as we get ready to close. A couple commercials. Going to come back, give out some awards, and then we're going to sign off.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
This is Donovan Storm here, the manager at the Kentucky Farm Bureau office, the South Laurel Agency here on West Cumberland Gap Parkway in Corbin. My office offers a full line of insurance products to protect your family and your business needs. We offer home, auto, life, health, workers' compensation, and business insurance. I have a friendly staff that's ready to assist you. Give us a call at 528-2030. Again, my staff is located at 1456 West Cumberland Gap Parkway, Corbin, Kentucky. Give us a call today for a free quote. Thank you.
No doubt in the world we live in today, security is a number one priority. Let me tell you about the good folks at L4 Security Group. They offer surveillance, hiring solutions, risk management, guards, mobile patrol, and much more. Buddy Blair and John Blanton and their staff have over 60 years experience in the industry, and they're currently protecting over 12 states. Thank you, L4 Security Group, for being proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network. Let me introduce you to the good folks at American Cable. They are your premier dish network provider here for Southeast Kentucky. They have packages right now starting as low as $91.99 a month, and you get Netflix free for 2 years. Call the good folks at American Cable, 606-712-4203. Proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network.
say just a couple of things. I want to say thank you. I know that you all didn't have the choice in who was going to be the host this week. It happened to come towards me. I was very happy to be asked to do that. It's such an honor to be able to speak on behalf of the folks here at the 13th Region Media Network. I love the work that they do. It's great to be able to watch the shows every week. As you know, they're every Sunday night, especially here during baseball and softball season. A lot of great things going on. And I'm telling you, those that are parents or coaches or teams right now, you're gearing up for the postseason tournament. Remember, you got this one last week of regular season play. If you're a senior, gosh, enjoy every moment. If you're not, and you're an underclassman or heck, even like Cooper, an 8th grader, you're getting ready to go through a process that's going to change your life. You're going to grow up a lot and mature a lot during this next little bit. Hey, everybody starts 0-0, right? It's time to roll and time to see what you can do as a team. Everything that's done here at 13th Region Media Network, it's all about the young student athletes. They're a very, very special group of people. I've been all around the state. I've been able to watch players from all around the state, from other regions. Now, of course, I'm biased. I'm a 13th Region guy. I'm a 50th District guy, 13th Region guy. It's where I grew up. But I'm telling you, you won't find any harder workers or better people than the coaching staffs and the players of all of our sports, but especially in softball and baseball. Even if you don't have a child or a grandchild or a friend on the team, if you know that somebody's playing close, go watch some of the district tournament. Go watch some of the region tournament if it's coming close to you. You're going to watch some future stars. We've got some young ladies and young men that are going to be playing in college and getting their school paid for by playing a ball game that God has blessed them with the talent to have. Some of them, a smaller number, are going to go on and play professionally. You're going to see some of these folks on TV, maybe even in the Olympics. It's amazing. I don't want to understate the importance of what athletics and academics can do in a young person's life. It's been a pleasure to be with you tonight. I hope you've had a good time, and hopefully I can join you again. But I know that Ronnie and DC and the guys, they're going to be back in action soon. But if I get the opportunity to see you again, then I will then. If not, I'll see you out on the road sometime. I will be over at the 50th District softball tournament here a week from tomorrow, so maybe I'll get a chance to see some of you there. Thank you again to Adam Hill and Cooper and Cameron and Kinsey and Morgan and Danny and also Ronnie for his cameo there towards the end. It's been a great night. God bless everybody. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening and a good start to the week tomorrow. God bless.